Raganese, certified financial planner and founder of Bay Ridge Capital Partners, a registered investment advisor here in Tampa, Florida. Today's topic, we're covering the 529 College Savings Plan. But you know the drill. If this is your first time at our channel, or if you haven't done so for us already, please like and subscribe below. On to our topic, the 529 plan. What is it? Why do we use it? Well, let's assume we're talking to all the parents out there, or maybe expecting parents. So the 529 is a tax advantage savings vehicle for your child for qualified education expenses. It could be for a four-year college degree, could be for a vocational school, could be for graduate school. They've even recently changed the rule. You can use up to $10,000 per year from these accounts to cover elementary, middle, and high school qualified education expenses. So how do the accounts work? You open a plan with a state. Every state runs their own plan or plans. You don't have to open a plan in the state in which you live. Also, I hear some questions and there's confusion. Just because you have a plan in one state and your child goes to school or college in another state does not affect your usability of these funds. That does not matter. One thing I want to point out real quick, if you live in a state that has state income tax, you might want to consider using your state's plan. They usually allow some kind of state income tax deduction based on the amount of contributions you make towards those plans in any given year. Okay, on to the contributions and the investment part. So you can contribute up to $15,000 per individual per year. If you're a married couple, you can contribute $30,000. You'll notice these are the same amounts that are the annual gift tax exclusion amounts. Yes, they follow those rules. However, there is one caveat with the 529. If you are a married couple and you have the means, you can do what's called, I'll call it a super funding. You can advance fund up to 5 years of the gift tax into a 529 plan. So back to what I was saying earlier, if you are a married couple and you have $30,000 for year one, well, if you did it for 5 years, that'd be $150,000 you can put in from day one. Now, most people don't have the money or the means to do so, but I just wanted to throw that out there because it is something you can do. Now, you wouldn't want to contribute for the next 5 years, but hey, you just put in $150,000 on day one. I think it should be good for the next 5 years at least. Okay, what do we invest in? Each state provides a menu of investment options. They're typically based on asset classes. So large cap, domestic equity, small, mid cap, international, fixed income, emerging markets. There may be a couple of other options, but those are typically what you see. Now, how do we invest it? So you put the money in, you pick your items. Typically, what you would like to see is you'd like to see the most aggressive allocations, equity heavy, in the early years. I'd say you can even do 100% equity exposure, years 1 through 10 potentially. But as the child gets older, preteen, teenager, especially as they become juniors and seniors in high school, you want to start to moderate that allocation on a more balanced scale, more fixed income and equity, kind of balance it out a little bit. Why do I say this? Well, quick example. What if you're 100% equity and your child is a senior in high school and the market goes down 50% in that year and it takes 2 or 4 years to recover? Well, you've just taken half, you've just cut that balance of the 529 in half, right? So now you have half of what you had last year to put towards college. So again, something to keep in mind later on as they get towards those mid and later teen years as they approach college age. How are the earnings treated? So like I kind of hinted at earlier, the money you put in is your contribution and you're going to invest it and it's going to grow. Those earnings essentially are going to be taken out. Whatever you take out is going to be tax-free if it's used for qualified higher education expenses. The list of qualification varies, but it's typically tuition, room and board, books, computers. There's a few others, but I'm not going to get into the full list here. So just keep that in mind. You want to make sure you're within that list. One last thing I want to cover about these plans. I get a lot of questions about, well, what if my child gets a scholarship? They're academically or athletically inclined. First off, congratulations. That would be amazing. How are the funds treated if that is the case? Well, don't fret. You can change the beneficiaries of these plans extremely easily. And there is a long list of family members that are eligible to change to. Could be a father or a mother, could be siblings, could be niece, nephew, aunt, uncle, cousins. Again, the list is very long. You can check that out on any website. You can Google it, but there is a long list of potential other beneficiaries you can change it to. You can change it to yourself if you're the parent. Maybe you are exploring a second career and you need to go to a technical or vocational school. You can explore the options to use some of these funds to pay for that. So there is flexibility there. That about covers our topic on 529 plans. Thank you guys all for your time today. As always, with questions, if you have questions, leave us a comment or you can hit the contact us link below and send us an email. We love to hear from everyone. Thank you guys again for taking time out of your day, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video.